So I should tell you a little bit about these guys that I'm with, because they're all, like Phil, they're all musical masters, and I know the term gets slightly overused here and there, but not in this case and in these cases. So it doesn't matter what you ask this man to play, it doesn't matter Art Tatum, it can be Oscar Peterson, and he hunts all the way down the food chain, right down to where I am, and even further beyond. All the way down to, let's see, The Monster Mash by Bobby Boris Pickett and the Crypt Kicker 5. He also plays the accordion. Very, very well indeed. Matt Rollins. This next guy is known to one or two of you. He's a bit of a star, in these parts. He's being Folk Musician of the Year, and he plays all those instruments beautifully. He plays the wonderful fiddle player and the whistle player and that sitar that he plays as well. And he produces records, and he does it all, really, with the consummate ease. And it all comes from very, very hard work and dedication. So it's Glasgow's very own John McCusker. Yeah, it's great having John in the lineup, and this guy's been in the lineup ever since the mid-90s. When I saw him playing in a very small club, I thought I'd made an amazing discovery. String bass player I was looking for, and he was also a master bass guitar player. I thought I'd made an amazing discovery, and then I found out that he was, in fact, as busy as it's possible for a bass player to be. But he stuck around all this time, and he is indeed a master of music. He takes that bass and that upright, and he takes that old lady into her room, and he says she beats him up pretty badly. But he gives as good as he gets. It's a war of attrition, and he is a musical master. Glenn Wolfe. And all the time back in the heady days at Dire Straits, and we were running around the world doing all sorts of things and having all kinds of fun, and it was always great having this guy out on the road with us and making records with him. And he was a world-class percussionist back then, and he was always thinking, well, I could play the drums better than these guys. And he's been practicing away. Now he's telling us he's enjoying his head off. Danny Cummins. Mr. Horsepower. And he's still a percussionist, as you can hear there. He's playing two instruments at once, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very difficult trick to do. If you can do it, oh, yeah, I've tried. Unsuccessfully. Yeah. There's another Folk Musician of the Year a few times. They've got so many awards between them, it's not true. I don't know another better flute and whistle merchant on this earth than Mike McGoldrick. And the next guy has been around, again, as long as Glenn and Matt and all those guys, mid-90s. Was on Golden Heart record and has been with me ever since. He's a master guitar player, of course, but also plays many, many other instruments, as you're just about to hear. Richard Bennett. Yeah, Richard. The next guy's been around even longer, since the mid-80s. I think he knocked on my door looking for employment, and he's been employed ever since. Great multi-instrumentalist, great keyboard player. Plays many instruments, great to have around on the road or in the studio, anywhere you care to name it. Also mastered a whole bunch of instruments, and now he's getting well on top of the guitars. Guy Fletcher.